Told you I'd do it, Damian. What's going on, ladies and gents? It's your boy MOAT in the car. Told you, Damian. Coming to you this morning, just want to share some quick thoughts and whatnot of what's going on. And yeah, I'm in a car. There's a steering wheel and stuff, display, whatever. Yeah. So today, I wanted to talk about this because it's been coming up a lot. And people are like, oh, well, what's going on with Arcade1Up? Is Arcade1Up dead? Is it dead in the water? Is anybody getting any new games, etc., etc.? Well, I got the answer to that. Yes and no. So, if you watched episode 2 of the podcast with no name, you saw that Travis popped up out of nowhere. My bad. I'm supposed to say Travis MCP, right? I'll just hit my head. And so Travis came on the show, and I flat out asked him, I'm like, dude, what's going on with the releases for this year? And he answers it. Again, it's on the stream, where pretty much he said there's going to be some more reskins. Some people they're not going to be happy with what comes out this year. But, yeah, I mean, he's like, there's one title that he says that people might hear it first and they might be like, eh, but then it might grow on them, but as far as he knows right now, there's not a lot of stuff. And I guess that kind of begs the question. It's just kind of like, well, I didn't ask what it was, could be Outrun. It would probably make more sense if anything else, especially since Eugene Jarvis was talking about it. I'm sorry, I keep looking at the duckies. Look, y'all don't understand. Look, I look at ducks. Ducks are my sin, okay? So reskins, more deluxes. We don't know about XLs. They might as well just make XLs at this point. But is Arcade1Up dead? I don't know. Everybody, what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie John, what I'm saying? Because, he told the boy to get some KFC, some Korean fried chicken. So that's on the docket for this week. And everybody talks about how they miss John and what John was doing or whatever else, right? And it's kind of like what Drake said, you're going to miss me a little when I'm gone. And for everybody who's screaming now that they miss John D, that they miss what he's doing, these are the same people that were sitting here bashing him and tearing him to the ground down, and he's a cancer and blah, 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 yakety smackety. But now that there's no titles coming out, now it's, oh, well, we miss John D. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, when he was around, and plenty of people will tell y'all, like, bro, look, y'all don't know how hard this dude's working. You know what I mean? Like, this dude's working, like, overtime to get y'all stuff. Doing deals and making stuff happen. Like, yo, MVC, come on. For as much as MVC2 was a train wreck, and it's not his fault, actually. But as much as that was a train wreck, he pulled that off with licensing. The X-Men cabinet, you split that 3 ways between Marvel, freaking Konami, and Disney, right? Like, bro, like that's some ninja magic if I've ever seen any. And now he's gone. And what are people getting? Time Crisis, which I'm sad about Time Crisis. I think that's the one cabinet I actually wanted, and they kind of dropped the ball on. Price point, like just the game selection. Although Point Blank's dope, but they only put Point Blank 1, not Point Blank 2. So last year was what? Time Crisis, Fast and Furious, which wasn't even Fast and Furious, but we're not even going to get into that. You guys know that. The HS5 Street Fighter, but I already owned like 4 Street Fighters. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have room for any more Street Fighters. Okay? So, Casino-Cade, which currently you can get discounted for $4.99. And it's just more and more and more like deluxes. Like, there's nothing really new that was innovative. MK2, that's a deluxe. That's pretty much Mortal Kombat Legacy. You know what I mean? The Pac-Man XL, only XL, which Pac-Man XL does look good, but it's, at the end of the day, it's still Pac-Man in a bigger form factor. If you're a creative individual like Bobby Vu, shout out to Die For, you can just take the board, take the PCB out, and put it inside of a cabinet. That's what you did with Killer Instinct. You could do the same thing, So, I don't think they're dead, because let's be real. The way, and I guess they're kind of smart in a way, they're creating scarcity. Because if you think about it like the PS5, remember when the PS5 dropped and the Series X dropped, and you couldn't get the PS5 or the Series X at first? And then Series X's became more widely available, but PlayStation 5s weren't. They were being trickled out. And you're creating an effect of, well, they're not available. But then when they come out, it's something new, the FOMO kicks in, okay? And let's be real, you know what I mean? Like, you see cats out here, they do videos and stuff, like, going and buying old stuff to this day. You know what I mean? Like, cats are still talking about Turtles. NBA Jam XL, which, the Shaq version, you know what I'm saying? Which that actually is kind of dope. I just like Shaq. I've liked Shaq since I was a kid, so, you know. But it's just one of them things where eventually people are going to settle. And my bad, when I was listening off, I forgot Big Buck Hunter and I forgot NBA Jam. PD7 did a review. You guys should go watch that if you want to check out the deluxe review. But it's just one of them things where it's like, do we care about the Atari 50th anniversary? You know, some people care, some people don't. But when you fill a cabinet up with a bunch of arcade games, not arcade games, but like 2,600 games, and you put that in an arcade cabinet, it's not going to translate well. So, you know, are they dead? Not yet. Cats still buying cabinets. Will they be in the next couple of years? I don't know. You know, for lack of a better term, they've gone radio silent. But again, it could be because they're planning their next move. They're trying to probably figure out, oh, well, we could say this or we could do that. And this could appease the masses. I don't know, right? But if that's the case, then come out and say that. You know, the craziest thing, and it's one of the things I said, I'm like, bro, like, all they need to do is communicate with people. That's literally all people want is communication. It's an ebb and flow of it, though. You get communication, and then you see 27 videos about it. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but it goes back to like what essentially this is. Grassroots marketing, you know, like YouTubers, content creators. You know, we end up talking about this stuff and informing people more than the company does. And that's a crazy concept to take in, you know? They literally could just fire up a stream every month. One stream a month, just, hey, you know, it doesn't even have to be, this is what's coming out or wherever else. It could be, yo, here's your updates, you know, take community feedback, community questions, you know, stay engaged with community. Yes, they've sold millions and millions of cabinets, you know, whatever else, right? But at the end of the day, you still got to stay engaged with the people. Still got to talk to people. You know, you can't go completely Nintendo. But even Nintendo, they'll drop trailers for something. They'll say something. They'll tweet. Arcade1Up don't even tweet, yo. They're like freaking, they take people's rooms off the Facebook pages and share them on Instagram and things of that nature, which that's fine. But that's not building a community. You know, if you have somebody, you know, your marketing guy or whatever else, right? Like, you have a tool. Travis could be him, and one of those jabronis could literally just sit there and talk and just answer questions for half an hour once a month. Like, how hard is that to do? Apparently, it's too hard to fire up some software and then just sit and shoot the crap or record something. Even if you don't have anything to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? And I feel bad because it's like, because there's nothing to talk about, it genuinely feels like everybody's using every opportunity in the world to like talk about everything but the arcades that they want to play. You know? And what's going to happen is slowly but surely, people are going to start getting pushed and realize that they can maybe start getting regular arcades instead of buying Arcade1Up stuff. They're not dead yet. But an intelligent consumer is going to realize that, hey, enough's enough, man. Might be time for a change. In my Owen Hart voice. Shout out if you got that reference. But I just want to share my quick thoughts, man. You know, oh, and stop with the deluxes, man. Just make XLs. Like, Walmart ain't carrying them no more, bro. So y'all don't need peasant versions anymore. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't need peasant versions anymore. Just start selling the mother trucking deluxes. Or stop selling deluxes, just make XLs. That should be the form factor from now on. Pac-Man Deluxe came out at $600. You've shown it can come out at $600. Ain't no purpose of charging $4.99 for no deluxe. Or $5.99 for certain deluxes. Nah. $5.99. XLs. Let's be done with it. It ain't that hard. Anyway, Told you, Damian. Told you to make this goddamn video in the goddamn car. Y'all let me know what you think, man. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong? Am I off base? You know, it's not, is it the death knell of Arcade1Up? Which I don't think it is. Stranger things have happened. Oh, and make more countercade, so with online, for people who don't have space. Really? I mean, that's the easy thing. 90K Fox had a row of them. Like, come on. But let me know in the comments below. MikeOfAllTrades, thank you guys for watching, and enjoy the ducks. Look at the ducks. Look at them all majestic and stuff. Sometimes you just need to get some zen in your life. You know what I'm talking about?